Welcome to the Hologrid Press, the mysterious structures under the Giza Pyramid. The sands of Egypt have always concealed secrets. But if a team of Italian scientists is right, what lies beneath the Giza Plateau could rewrite everything we thought we knew about human history. Recent leaked 3D satellite scans suggest massive underground structures, cylindrical wells, spiral ramps, and cube-like chambers, hidden beneath the Pyramid of Khafre. These aren't your average tombs or ritual sites. The structures appear engineered for function. According to the leaked renders and early findings, the formations suggest technological design, far beyond the tools and purpose of any ancient pharaoh. At the heart of this mystery is a technology called synthetic aperture radar, SAR, Doppler tomography, deployed from orbiting satellites. Developed by Italian researcher Filippo Biondi, this method enables the mapping of internal structures based not on visual data, but on micro-vibrations of the Earth's surface and subtle shifts in radar signals. Though SAR has existed for decades, Biondi's unique mathematical application takes it to new depths, literally. His team used this approach to reconstruct 3D interiors of the Great Pyramid of Giza with startling accuracy. Now they claim to have done the same for the Pyramid of Khafre and uncovered something no one expected. We're talking about structures that descend over 600 meters below the surface. That's deeper than most skyscrapers are tall. According to their preliminary modeling, 8 vertical cylindrical shafts arranged in 2 parallel rows tunnel downward from just beneath the pyramid. These merge into 2 massive cube-shaped chambers, each 80 meters wide. To put that in perspective, these vertical structures, if inverted, would be taller than almost every building on Earth. Beneath one of the world's oldest monuments, this is not just an archaeological curiosity, it's an architectural impossibility for the ancient world. Lost cities and esoteric echoes, but it gets stranger. The Italian team, composed of figures like Cado Malanga, an alien encounter researcher turned ancient history enthusiast, claims the structures align with myths of Amenti, the Egyptian underworld. Their press releases even reference the legendary Halls of Amenti and Halls of Diamonds, spiritual realms tied to the ancient deity Thoth. According to Malanga, the pyramid operated as a kind of resonant machine, harnessing wind, water, and frequency to serve an unknown purpose, perhaps a healing chamber, perhaps an energy generator, perhaps something else. This pulls the story out of science and into metaphysics. Malanga's theories echo the writings of Maurice Doreal, a 1930s American occultist who claimed to have discovered the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. These tablets, which heavily influenced modern New Age thought, describe a lost Atlantean science buried beneath Egypt, gateways to immortality, hidden knowledge, and ancient power. So is the Italian team seeking physical proof of esoteric myths? It's unclear, but their alignment with these narratives, intentionally or not, has added fuel to the fire. Where's the data? Despite the hype, one critical element is missing: transparency. The team promised full data disclosure and a major press conference by mid-March 2025. As of now, no detailed scans, peer-reviewed papers, or raw outputs have been released for this new phase of the research. Only artistic 3D renderings, vague outlines, and grainy presentations exist. That hasn't stopped influencers and theorists from declaring a historical breakthrough. But science demands scrutiny. If the claims are true, they must be backed by hard, replicable evidence, especially when those claims challenge centuries of Egyptology. Biondi, the radar researcher at the center of this, does have a credible record. His earlier papers, some published in respected journals like Nature, demonstrate real expertise. But his newest claims are still pending peer review. And if his technology is as revolutionary as it seems, it could have serious military and geopolitical implications. Imagine being able to peer into secret installations worldwide without ever stepping foot on the ground. Such tech wouldn't just disrupt archaeology, it could disrupt global security. And that might explain why, as the team claims, the Italian Space Agency has denied them access to higher resolution satellite data, mathematics, mystery, and meaning. Among the most intriguing parts of this story isn't physical, it's mathematical. Armando May, another member of the research team, has been studying the proportions of the Giza pyramids in relation to prime numbers and sacred geometry. He discovered that the proportions of the Khafra pyramid encode the number 137, a figure long considered mystically significant. Physicists know it as the inverse of the fine structure constant, a number that governs the relationship between light, matter, and electromagnetism. Mystics know it as a symbol of cosmic order. Coincidence? Perhaps. But when the proportions of an ancient monument precisely match a number central to quantum physics, a number unknown to modern science until the 20th century, it raises valid questions. And in Kabbalistic numerology, the same number 137 translates to a sequence meaning to enter the house of the god of life. Zep-Tepi and the forgotten civilization. All of this leads to a tantalizing possibility that the pyramids, or at least their foundations, predate dynastic Egypt by tens of thousands of years. The ancient Egyptian texts reference a time called Zep-Tepi, the first time when the gods walked the earth. Armando May and others argue that Zep-Tepi isn't myth, it's memory. He believes the pyramids were constructed not 4,500 years ago, but over 36,000 years ago, corresponding with a precise astronomical alignment of Orion's belt. This suggests not only a lost civilization, but one with advanced mathematical and astronomical knowledge. Could humanity be living in the ruins of a world we barely remember? Myth, data, or deception? As extraordinary as these claims are, we're still in the fog. The team's inability or refusal to release the new data publicly casts a long shadow over their credibility. Are they being silenced? Is the data still being prepared for publication? Or is this just another myth wrapped in the trappings of science? Until we see the scans, it remains speculative. But if even part of this is real, we may be standing at the edge of a paradigm shift. The pyramids were never just tombs, they were symbols, machines, messages, possibly monuments built not for the dead but for the living, to survive the ages and whisper across the void of time, "We were here before you, and we left something behind." Final thought. As the supposed end of the Kali Yuga approaches, a closing of cosmic cycles, as calculated by Indian scholar Bibhudev Misra, the emergence of ancient secrets feels oddly timed. Whether coincidence or cosmic synchronicity, the desert is stirring again, and this time it may not stay silent. Stay safe and stay informed. See you next time on Hologrid Press.